Hiya, and welcome back to Dying Light 2. Today we are going to be farming legendary artifact weapons. Gold weapons, this resets. These are one of the few spots that actually reset. And we're going to be actually mapping out the exact process to make it easier and all those things. But in case you don't want to hear me ramble a lot, you kind of just want to jump around and figure things out, you might get a little lost, but sure, this is where they are located. So we're going to be starting with Old Villador. So if you're at this point in the story, you do have access to this, and how things respawn with in Dying Light, it seems to be in-game time. So you actually need to be playing. So if you get up and go to use the washroom, or go and listen to tweak a podcast that you're listening to, or find another song, and then you go by what is functioning like 15 minutes to, I would just say, go to 23 minutes to account for the weird fuckery of your time, and things should respawn. Hi guys, me here in post. I just want to clarify something. Yes, it does seem like in-game time does matter, but it does seem like there's multiple cooldowns on separate chests, but nothing seems to go beyond 24 hours. So some of the chests are on a 15-minute in-game window timer, and then it seems like there is another global 24-hour timer within. So 2 timers. One of them is either 15 to 23 minutes, and then there's another timer that's a 24-hour timer, it seems. So just take that into consideration. I would do this once a day. Now, with that being said, though, you don't need to back-to-back farm this. It's not really useful, although it's kind of useful. We just made a video talking about the best of the best weapons, and there's definitely a barometer of some weapons just being super weak to deflecting constantly, so you can never actually make contact, and it's hell annoying. Anyway, so you might want to farm until you find the one weapon that's pretty good, which is seemingly the two-handed brass knuckles, or the two-handed weapon, just because you attack so quickly, and you can punch through the block of an enemy, essentially. And any sort of AoE weapon, two-handed weapon that's good for zombies. Anywho, the location for where these are is right here. So this is where you start off in the game. This is the Bazaar. This is the other place, the other hub. So you're going to want to actually unlock something all the way down here. Now, I don't have this unlocked, so we're going to do this together. And this is kind of why I wanted to wait. I've always just ran over here. So again, this is the center spot right here. This is where you're going, right beside this little house, but it's right in here. There's going to be a fence around this whole place. You're going to want to go here. So pause the video, go there if you want right now. Perfect. Now, you can unlock the subway, which we are going to do, which will make your life significantly easier just to teleport to this location and then just run right here and you're good to go. Now, there are others like zones like this where you crack open it and you get an artifact weapon. There's one over here, I believe, but some of them don't work. So we're only going with the ones that, in my experience and with other people's experience, have been tried and tested work. I think it's possible that they break and that you don't have access to this, but I think it just make more sense that there are specific ones that actually give you what you want. Anyways, so that is all for the Bazaar, but you can just ping around and find them whenever you do open them, but though this one guarantee respawns for me as well as so many others. Anyways, so now when you actually get access to the center loop and get your hang glider immediately, your traversal is going to be significantly easier, but you're going to want to make your way over to this thing, but this is only a marker for what you're actually going to be traveling to, and that is going to be how a lot of this works. These are military convoys, and usually the military convoys are right beside a military base, which has those FRE kind of unlocked doors, which have artifact weapons in them, but this one also respawns. So you're just going to okay, because I can't specifically show you, again, this is why being like able to, I'll take you there, but just in case you want to go, it's around here. So it's right around this convoy. You can jump past it. You'll see a gate. You'll jump into it. You'll unlock the door, and boom, bam, that one should reset as well. Now, the other one is pretty close by. It is on this road right here. If we zoom in right around here, you guys can see there's that tiny little box. So you need to basically find a way up there. It's super simple, especially if you have the hang glider leveled up. If not, you can just find a way to climb up to this location. There's various ways around it to climb into, and then it's right there. So boom, this one. Again, just to give you a landmarker, this is where you spawn into the game. It's all the way to the right. Boom, right here. And by the way, the other one was all the way down here right in front of you. So yeah, and the last one I haven't actually gotten before. So this is where we currently are right here. You have to go all the way down here, and I would highly suggest unlocking a fast travel point. I've never gotten this one before because I'm not there in the story, and I would say be careful because everything in this level is higher level. So if you just want to stick to those two, that's pretty good, but it's around here, right? I think here. Again, you'll see like the convoy base military-like box pretty present in the area. Anywho, I'll keep you guys up to date whenever I find more of these, by the way, because I think this is awesome that there is specific, not everything is respawnable, but there are some, so it kind of leans itself to like farm guides and stuff like that, which I like. Anyways, now let's go out and do it. And yeah, also again, just a tip, you're gonna need to wait around 23 minutes. I would just say 23 minutes. Also, you don't need to do this constantly. Like, you'll have way too many to even use, but it will give you the ability to pick what you like, which is pretty cool. Anyways, let's go unlock this fast travel point, so this is just significantly easier to kind of get to from here on out. Also, for those of you guys who are wondering, GRINN, is this going to break my game? Well, it's kind of subjective. I'm not sure what you want from the game, but sorry for the not helpful answer. But as far as this being some sort of ungodly broken farm, like it's not meant to be in the game, it is. Reason why, at least the reason why I think it is because the end game has weapons that go beyond your current level. So these weapons that we're getting are our current level, which is really helpful. But the end game of the game has activities that are sporadic and all around, where you're getting extra levels on your weaponry, which is pretty damn. Right there, do you see it? Unknown location. It is also a nighttime mission. Let's see how absolutely brutalized we get. This might be just a montage of me being like, nope, there's big bads in here that are actually even hard for me. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Break these kneecaps. Nope, it's looking grim. All right, so we're gonna take a little nighttime nightmare detour. Fuck. Yeah, this is gonna make our life a lot easier because it's actually a pretty good ways there. Also, if you guys have not seen my videos before, I cannot be fucking bothered to do the stealth minigame. It's just it's agony. As a person who doesn't like spooky, scary things, it's awful. It's awful just sitting here in the dark while an enemy kind of is just crunched over like some sort of grudge-like figure. It's far easier just to say, you know what? All of you, death to all of you. Okay, none of it. Also, why couldn't there be a piece of gear that says, hey, when you collect one thing from an area, it collects all of the bodies at the very least. Oh my god, the melee, when it works, it works. What can I say? God damn, also these enemies are real low level compared to everything I have. We'll just go into town, stay behind him, slash up his back, hit that booty. How do we get over there? Through here? Through here? Excuse me. See, how are you supposed to sneak through this? Like, that's the thing that's absolute just nonsense. I don't know how that's supposed to happen. Oh, god damn it, I have so many fucking clothes. Nope. Fuck, that's gonna crash the game. Got the redeem glitch bullshit thing. I can't pick up that. God damn it. If I hit redeem, it crashes. It's a beautiful game. Flawless, some would say. It's actually not that bad. I've seen people saying it's like the buggy mess, and I'm like, I mean, come on, guys. No worse than like a Skyrim. No, I've been wanting to try this. I have no idea if it actually works. Do anything for me, or is this strictly for the one instance to fight zombies away? No, it works. Works great. Look at that. All right. Who needs? Why did I have a consumable to take away the thing when you could just make a UV stick? Did it cost my whole life? What happened? What did I do? Maybe it cost some sort of an end game resource. Okay, this took a shocking amount of time. Farm route. I'm so sorry for the nightmare run of this. It's generally not that bad. It's like we had no problem. But it is like, oh wow, we're supposed to be showing people where to get weapons. Definitely do this. Now we have a permanent fast travel point, which is nice, especially to this location. Which is right by a consistent respawning thing. Oh, and again, the one thing I kept hearing, I think I mentioned it actually, so maybe I shouldn't say this again, but people kept saying that this is like the most broken thing on the planet. I don't think it is because of what Endgame is. Endgame is mid-maxing your gear and finding the best gear. This gives you level baseline gear, not 2 levels above, which is what Endgame stuff gives you, and it's just basically, I don't want to spoil the endgame for you, but it's not like a crazy intricate mission that's going to, like, you know, knock your socks off. So the first spot that we're going to be going to now that we have access to this teleportation spot, so we can just teleport right here, and we're literally 2 feet from the location, which is this box right here. So we're gonna head and mark that, and now we're just gonna run to that box. It doesn't matter if it's night, we're gonna be in a safe zone anyway. So it's not that one, it's right here beside it, right here. So you can do this at any point in the game. As soon as you start, this will have access to you. As soon as you crack this open, it's going to have a chance, or it's going to give you a artifact weapon, so they call it, but it's basically a 5-star weapon. Now, fun thing about these is that they're always locked, and anyways, these will always be, like, I got this at level 1, and I've been continuing to get it, and it always gives me whatever my level is. Again, that's why the incentivization for the endgame activity will give you double your level. So those will always be where you get the best gear, but why not get some good gear now? So I don't think it's meant to not exist. I think the devs fucking fail-safed the hell out of this game, at least I like to think. Oh, by the way, hopefully I mentioned this. This is a great way, maybe I cut to me in the future, this is a great way to not only get legendary weapons, but legendary gear. Every time you open up a chest, there's a chance for it to be gold. And yeah, but you cannot double down on special like of these. You only get military kits, which are still pretty good, but just nothing that isn't like broken or going to absolutely eviscerate your game. And at this point, this is done. This is checked off the list. I would say it's probably a good idea to collect everything in all of these chests. Don't do what I did. I am experiencing a bug right now where if I go and drop this, it says drop and redeem. Happens whenever I interact with my my stash because I can redeem blue weapons, but whenever I hit redeem, it just crashes the game. So I'm not gonna do that. So I'm kind of shit out of luck about doing that, but I don't think you not collecting things will just screw you out of it respawning. Worst case scenario, I'll have to come back, take all the items I didn't collect, and throw them out so they're technically not instanced in the world anymore. Anyways, so the next spot we're going to go to is equally as calm, and this one actually is amazing because as soon as you get access to the second area, you're going to have access to this. This is the very first spawn point you have, so we're going to spawn in there, and we're going to be off to the races. In fact, I might just load out, load back in, because this is a spawn point, and dump my stuff, unless it still has the redeem thing there. Let's see. Is this nightmare over? Let's see. It's still there. Let's back out, load back in. God damn it. Can I drop my massive amount of clothing? Yes, okay. Also, this is something I didn't mention. I'm so sorry. This is equally as good, but it's kind of hard to miss this. But this is, again, one of the few chests, which, by the way, I love that this exists in the game. I should have mentioned that probably in the beginning, but I love that this exists in the game. The idea that if you know the right information, you can massively succeed, massively have a better time. That's the soul of an RPG, essentially. At least I think so. The fact that if you have that one piece of information, you can tell it to your friend or people can talk about it. That's exciting, and that makes things have weight and make things matter so that everything isn't just completely flat. There's like these high points that if you know, you can make use of and benefit greatly from. So I love that. Anyways, so this thing always respawns. It's again, you'll get access to this chest that resets again every like 15 minutes, but do 23 minutes because you might have some wiggle room essentially in that, so just be careful. We can be chased. It does not matter. Nighttime is not scary, my friends. You'll be okay. Base is right here. Again, we have max level chase. It doesn't matter. We can easily unlock the door. Unless we can't. Maybe it stops us. Let's find out together. All right, but anyways, it's right through here. This right here. So right here, I'm gonna pause the game. Hopefully not get my face ripped off. So we spawned in right here, and then now we're right here. So as soon as it's kind of hard to see because of this building, but we just went beyond that as soon as we got out of the building. Pop, and then straight forward, boom, right there. So now we're just gonna unlock this. Hopefully we don't get punched in the back of the head. And oh, it does happen. Okay, your boy made mistakes. You absolutely, you absolutely should not try to go in there with a wanted level. It's gonna get real bad real fast. Man, he does that slow, doesn't he? Anyways, so don't do that. Anyways, everything didn't respawn. Everything will respawn. I done goofed. I already took this weapon. So there will be a weapon right here. Forgive me. It does respawn. I do think you should collect everything within the area. I think that's my own problem, but yes, there will be a weapon there. Again, it's a little finagly. I did take it, but again, maybe it's not. Maybe I should be careful in saying that it's 23 minutes, because for me, it's kind of seemed like, yes, sometimes it's 23 minutes, other times it just needs some more time to like get cooking and all that stuff. But I do think also my problem was that I probably didn't loot everything from the area, which again is seemingly how the game works. So if you leave something in the area, the game almost perceives it as, oh, well, you could come back and get that thing maybe, which you don't want the game to even think remotely about. Also, we got grenades, so you can get a random assortment of things. But again, there should be a weapon there for you. For me, it wasn't because I already collected this. And yeah, even if this is on a daily timer, it's still hella worth it because you don't need, like, your weapons don't break at all, frankly. It's really hard to break your weapon, especially when they're this high of quality. Anyways, so that's where this is located. So the second place where actually there's a convoy is this little pocket right here. So we're just going to try to get our way over here. That's it. So again, here's where we spawn in, boom, and it's all the way to the right, boom. I'm going to go sleep because this, as much as it's goofy fun, just kind of, yeah, is also dangerous. Again, we've kind of done it. We found the road. Now we're just going to hold through and we're going to immediately see it right there. You see it? Boom. So again, it's on this bridge. So again, if you just get onto a rooftop, which a lot of times it's pretty easy to do that, you'll be good to go. And then we just go to the other side, and we have arrived. And I'm gonna unlock it. Boom. Why is it so dark? There we go. Sorry about that. I know it's dark as hell on YouTube. Interesting. Interesting, man. I don't know. Because I did loot these today. So maybe that's the big pooba that I haven't mentioned. Which I probably already clarified because I have editing land, which I can just be like, hey guys, by the way, this is what's happening. But I've heard that people say that it's basically in-game time, which I've collected this, I think, today. So I think that's my problem. But it's clearly been 23 minutes, way longer than that. So I think it's either on a quest cycle or a daily cycle, which I can see it being on a daily cycle, where each one of these zones every 24 hours will eventually reset. Because I've come to each and every one of these spots and actually gotten time to matter and pass. So that's yeah, just in case there is some weirdness with that. It doesn't take a long time to get to these locations and just check. But if you checked like twice in the last 2 days, and maybe people have just found a way to break the game in a specific way, which may mean this was never meant to exist, which to me seems like a shame, because it seems like it should have, especially if Endgame there's ways to get like artifact weapons or legendaries. It seems like this is a part of it, of like these being these high priority places that if you know about, they come back and you can massively utilize. Anyways, that is one. I've heard for almost everybody that becomes one, but I think they're on a much longer timer than each other. But that's all the more reason to do them all at once, not to try to do like, all right, well, I'll just pick at one whenever I see it. You don't really need more legendaries. But so that is a location. I unfortunately have already looted it, so I guess, but I've looted it like 2 hours ago. So maybe it's on a 24-hour cycle, which to me which would make more like balanced sense, that you're able to, if you know where everything is, you're able to get a couple legendaries, but you're not going to be able to get everything you could ever want, period, at the end, Now this one I think I collected yesterday, so we'll see. But again, this one is by a Convoy. So again, this is the center of the place where you first spawn in. You're gonna go all the way down right here. Again, it's pretty easy to get to. However, why do other people get these and I'm sitting here having them scuffed? Do I only get one? And everybody else have found a way to break the game specifically in a way to get multiple? God damn you. Anyways, here's the hellish base. I'm about to break my face. Ow. This is literally it's right beside it. This is that, this is there. Also, run, so we don't have another repeat of eating, like zombies hitting us while we're trying to unlock a key. Like, goddamn, Aiden. Plug in and twist. Okay, so this one respawned. Yeah! Okay. Okay, so I think it's on a 24-hour cycle. Some of them. I don't think all of them are, but some of them definitely are. And who knows, maybe I'm just being like silly and I actually accidentally went here in the last, I don't think it's been more than 2 hours. I think I would remember that. My memory is pretty shit, but not that shit. But anyways, so yes, this spot is really close near this one, so it's actually pretty chill to do this one, but this one I've guaranteed collected, so I'm happy that this one respawned. Anyways, and the other one kind of respawned as well, I just didn't get the weapon. But anyways, yes, we are getting a axe. I always get the axe. I feel like there's a limited amount of weapons that you can get from this. The hammer, the axe, the other axe, the more like fireman's axe, and then a baton. And then, and yeah, the hammer, that's the only one I've gotten. So that's kind of shitty. I've never gotten like brass knuckles or anything like that, which is unfortunate. Also, I would probably suggest not doing this, like using the lockpick minigame. I mean, scrap is pretty plentiful, but I don't know, feels like a little bit of a waste. But to me, I'm just trying to make this video cook on through, But I'm so happy. I'm so happy that one worked. So I'm not just sitting here like, guys, man, I really screwed the pooch on this one, I apologize. But no, we're okay. Thank you for putting up with me. Anyways, so this one's right here again. That one worked, yes. And it's also pretty easy to find. You don't really need to know that it's on the road, although it's not that hard to know that. But anyways, so I actually haven't been to this one, but I think it's right around here, or at least the Convoy. So let's try to make our way over there, but Jesus Christ, is that far away. All right, well, this is gonna be a hoof. But I do think there is a metro right here. So I think if I hug left, we should actually be able to get to it. By the way, this is the consolidation of every video I've seen this whole week, because I've been binging this content of Dying Light, Dying Light 2, just to kind of be like, okay, how do we make things like the most efficient possible? And people keep saying, again, it's gonna get patched. Maybe I think it'd be really, like, how do you not know that the duplication glitch could be a thing? Also, oh shit. All right, pain. Anyways, sorry, I should like burn through this. How do they not know that with a co-op game that you could just throw all your legendaries on the ground and then just tab out of the game, kill it before it can save, and then your friend is going to pick up your gear, and you're not going to just somehow take it out of their inventory because of the encounter, because that would just mean that what happens if you accidentally disconnect while you're trying to pass an item to your friend, and then now you're kind of just stuck in this weird, like, okay, we've prepared for one scenario but made the entire overall experience worse. I don't know if they'll do that, and if they do, silly, and shame on them, honestly. I think that's a bad call. Yeah, so right here is a metro, so I'm just gonna go by it and so I can see it, but this is a metro, so if you wanted to have a quicker time or easier access to get to that, then you do that. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so we're just gonna try to get on cooking. But yeah, it's over here, one of these bases. Again, it's pretty hard to miss, even if you just know the general area that it exists in. Oh, also there's one literally right here, which I think is way closer. So yeah, there's a metro station right here. Right here! Man, that was hard to find, actually. It's both hard and not hard to find. It's literally right beside the teleportation spot, which again, I think is why. When they're right beside the teleportation point, I almost feel like they're meant to be something that you come back to, go check and get. Anyways, it's right here. So yeah, you just get, you get this, and then it's right down this road, right where I'm standing. There it is. And supposedly this one also respawns, but again, I think it's on a 24-hour cycle. I think some are on like a 15-minute cycle. Like this one, what do you call it? This one in the very beginning of the game, all the way over here. This one I've noticed I've come back in like maybe half an hour and it's been there. But again, you just don't need to keep it on. But you don't even need to come back in half. You can come back in 3 hours and your weapon's still good. Anyways, and also you're going to advance your level as you do things in the world, so you don't need 16 legendaries. If that makes any sense. Anyways, but yes. I keep getting nothing different. I keep getting the same. I guess that's a little bit different of a weapon, but I'm looking for brass knuckles, and the game's just like, they don't exist. There's no such thing. Okay, this is my one, although I don't know if it's a thing. I found a crate somewhere. I remember it. Yeah, this is it. This is definitely where I found it. So I found this crate that I definitely looted within like a couple hours ago. It was on this kind of overpass. I remember it had a really open area, and I was shocked by the fact that it had such a huge open area. But I'm not sure if this one respawns. This one is my like, hey, don't do me a favor? Will you check this? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting confused. Maybe it's a different one. But there's loot in there. I think I've been there before. It's a shame that you can't mark these, which is also why I think it's supposed to be like a, hey, if you can find these, you found them and you're gold. You're golden, you know? And again, just the idea that even if you do loot all of them and they make these redundant in the future, which I don't think they'll do, they may nerf it and give you purples or maybe like some blues or something. But there is a legend, or there is an endgame activity waiting for all of us that guarantee you getting almost always a gold and also it's different types of weapons. It's not just this, or these ones seem to be the same kind of drop pattern as what we've been experiencing. But anyways, this one is my claim to fame. I want to see, can somebody do this one and ask me if this one respawns? Or not ask me, just check if this one respawns. Hell, actually, I'll do it. I'll do it. By the time I'm done playing today and editing it, I'll try this again just to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I contributed! Yes! I haven't heard anybody talk about this one at all. This is the one that I just kind of happened upon and found. So I've added to the hive mind of information, hopefully. But yes, this is another location that you can absolutely go to. It's by the curve of the road. Here's gameplay of me finding it twice, coming back again, and it is right there. Although I did wait, I think, a 24-hour cycle or maybe a 15-hour cycle, something like that. So probably less than, probably come back in 15 minutes. Just check. Regardless, hopefully you guys enjoy that one. Thank you so much for your time. Me in the past, take it away. The overpass zone. So right where this hole in the road kind of thing, right here. So there's a road right there. You drop down. There's this box. You can grab it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the farm route. I tried to do it with you guys in detail. So hopefully you had me in the background, maybe just while you're doing it, or you just tried your luck. This one I didn't include in the beginning because I don't know if it actually works. But if it does, and my voice in my head's like, yeah, then we're good.
Yes, it worked for me at least.
Maybe it said, no, idiot. Sorry. Anyways, But needless to say, I'm still sure there's a couple other areas to basically get legendary weapons that are like this. But then the question becomes, well, why, Grin? Why didn't you wait until you found every possible legendary thing? I can always make another video, which is the Omega of Omegas. But the other question I would ask you is there a need to get more than this? We just got an absolute boatload, and I mean a boatload. Also, it takes a long time to break legendary weapons. These have no modifications on them. We got a lot, and I have even more banked in my vault, which are just kind of useless at this point because they're level 1s. But, yeah. Also, they only give you seemingly the same type of weapon. Maybe they can give you like a two-handed brass knuckle kind of weapon, a knuckle duster kind of weapon. I don't know, because I have not found, I found one of these in my entire like 30 hours of playing. So pain. Maybe you've only ever find these ones. Sorry if you're in the opposite position as me. But point being, very much, I don't think you need any more than these. And again, you will continue to level up. When you get to level 9 or 10, or 9 is the level cap, then maybe then you can be like, okay, now it's time to grind and just get my perfect one with the best stats. Because that's also the other thing. Apparently, endgame gets pretty hard to where you somewhat need to min-max. So you need to get all of these tiny buffs underneath our weapon that says like stamina, regenerations on power attack. That's huge. You know, a damage when you're full health. That's amazing. You know, you also get better scaling with 21% damage or power attack damage, whatever, or stamina regeneration, whatever, damage against infected. So you can get bad variables. Like we only have 14 and 4 here, where sometimes we have 21 or 30, and I can only imagine that gets exponentially greater when you get into to endgame, to like level 9 weapons, when those modifiers, those percentages start becoming even higher. And then you throw a good mod on it, and then you get the unlimited durability keychain, where you can reset your durability every single time you equip a keychain and take it off and equip it again, so you can kind of have your weapon forever. It's a dev glitch kind of cheat thing that they put in the game as kind of like a thank you to the community, it seems. So yeah, you can basically keep your overpowered weapon forever if you have that, which I'll share with you when I get access to it, so I can tell you guys exactly when you can do it. But this is where we can start getting some legendaries, having much more fun. I will say the combat does feel shitty when you are not dropping enemies quickly, because an enemy will just keep blocking forever. We did a video about what the best weapon in the game was, or one of the better weapons in the game, and it seems like the knuckle dusters, which are so rare, are. Specifically with enemies who are blocking through your attack, you can just keep punching them, because when they block one hand, the other hand can still hit and knock them down, which is very, very good in my experience, which makes sense, single target damage versus lots of AoE. Anywho, sorry. Part of who I am. Forgive me. Thank you so much for a single second of your time. Hopefully this helped. Hopefully this was clear. Maybe too clear. Appreciate you giving me a single second of your day. And hopefully I can see you again. We'll cover much more Dying Light in the channel. News, information, all those things. I am very much enjoying the playground of this game.